That's take trace. And it's not ticking down. Oh, I see some chitties. What's up? We could just keep doing. You know what? I just broke a whole new way to stream. This is arr. Does anybody have like a dog emote yet for their thing where they're like, that's my emote? I feel like that would be my emote. I can see the chitty chat now. Chit. Oh, is it really? My voice is out of sync. Okay, good. Wi-Fi running to catch up. We so far ahead, the Wi-Fi is behind. What's up, Bear? I feel like I just want to let all the pipes kind of warm up a little bit. It's like when you turn the water on right before you get in the shower and you're like, let's not walk into the fucking ice cold water right now. Let's just kind of wait and let the matrix warm up. Just let all sentinels be swimming around and trying to find us. Third dang, and I was too slow. Third dang? Third dang? That's kind of a dad thing. Like when you say something and it means one thing and then dad's like, third dang? What is third dang? You're like, no, dang. Like it's one thought, then another thought. You have to like explain, like, you don't get anything. God, man, my mind is in the wrong place today because now I'm doing this whole thing about like having a hat that says I'm your daddy and all sorts of weird shit. So let me get like one weird thing out from each stream where it's like, let me just get that out of the way. How's everybody doing today? Oh, Discord. Thanks for popping that in, T. Good to see everybody. Sorry about the slow roll. Actually, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked like, there's something, not that I like keeping people waiting and shit, but like, it's kind of good to like break shit. I was putting together stuff that I broke last week. I was moving into a new spot and like just trying to clean stuff up, and some stuff I took apart and then tried to put it back together again. And then I'm like, I don't know how to put this back together again. I like doing shit like that. Anyway, how does it sound? Is this working? Everybody loving how this sounds right now? I could sing. If you guys don't say something, I'm going to start singing. And nobody wants that. Okay. No, I like how KB's like, no. It sounds great. Sounds fucking great, dude. Chill out. Let's bring the singer on. You back up. Slow your roll. So I guess the mic is here. Tap 1,000. I didn't even see you guys slide in. Tap it a good way. Okay, good. Let me just see who's in. So this is a completely different sort of 7,000. Don't be crazy. Don't. Just stop. Stop it. This is work on an iPhone. Question, for those of you that are kind of regulars, like maybe Tori, how does this look in comparison to what we normally do on the iPad? Just curious, or 7,000? I think the cam on here is a little better, but sorry if I feel like it's sort of like, have you ever been in a car with someone that hasn't really driven stick before, and it's a stick? Does anyone even know what the fuck I just said? Does anyone even know what a car with a stick is? And that's not dirty. That's just a car with a 5-speed transmission. All right. Ooh, you gonna do some looping? All right, Giles, let's not get aggressive. Actually, let's get aggressive. So hopefully this looks good and sounds good, blah, 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 blah. We're teaching Dash. What are you talking about? Oh, you're teaching Dash on the loop? Love that. There's a lot of teaching going on, man. I love this shit. I freeze once in a while, though. It's kind of interesting considering what kind of Wi-Fi we have going on over here. So I have a feeling I have a feeling that some of these weirdnesses are the result of me being on an iPhone. I'm not sure why or what that means, but I feel like none of this stuff. Interesting. Audio and video isn't lining up all the time. Thanks, Tori. So I think we're just press through. If it gets really shiny, let me know, you guys. Sometimes when I break shit, it's like, yo, dude, don't break shit like that. But we'll press on. And if it, after like 15 minutes, if it's like, yo, dude, this is like not, I can't hear you, blah, 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 blah. What do you think, Tori? What do you think? Should we press on? How does it feel right now? Or should I just, I could also, it sounds consistent, but occasionally out of sync with picture, and it's not awful. Okay. I think it's more fun to, thanks. Oh, there's so much agreement in this room right now, man. All right, I think we just, so it's like, yeah, so what, I'm just in the green room for a while? Let's just kick this shit off. Oh, no, you're awesome. Okay, yeah, that's actually probably a good idea. That's a good idea. So let's run this thing. And also, so if for some reason or it's weird on your end, that would be a reason to definitely consider doing a reboot. So we'll see. Let's try it. I like how we're like pushing on the iPhone. We're like really pushing on it today. What's up?
Hi.
Man, your green lights make me so happy.
Oh, thank you. I
put me in
changed it
just
to green.
Perfect, like it's like a bright, like happy green.
It is. And my eyebrows are green.
Wait a minute, hold on. Everything's so teeny tiny. Whoa.
Yeah.
And they're like a little like sharper, thinner.
Yeah, I just I did a green eyeshadow as well, but I took it off because I thought it was a bit much. But I still kept the eyebrows because I like them. They're cool.
I love them.
Oh, thank you.
When did you do the green eyebrows?
Just earlier today I was bored and I was I thought I'd make a TikTok. I'll show you what it looked like before. If I can get it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get it. There we.
You're getting some props on the eyebrows. I'm just saying.
Oh, thanks.
Some guy named Giles. I don't know if you know him.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's like emerald.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. I like it.
So that's actually going on in your hair right now. It's just a little hard to see because.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I put in with the awesome blonde. Oh my God, I love that. You've been doing some like different things with your hair. You had some pink or purple in there recently?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I took fake pink hair and put it in it.
Would you mind if we just did sort of a makeup and hair sesh instead of the music thing today?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I just think that's where this is going naturally, and I feel like I'll learn a lot more in that area. So we're going to be talking about hair and makeup today, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind anything.
So any questions on, how to get emerald hair or pink hair? Anybody? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we're all learning.
Yeah. I mean, it's great to just try different things. I used to be more adventurous when I started YouNow.
Back when you were younger?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, probably we all were. When we were like 4, like just like whatever, dude, I'm invincible. Shut up.
Yeah, true.
I'll do whatever I want. When were you more adventurous? Like, what did you used to do?
I don't know. I just used to do like Giles will remember. I used to do like just little random like hearts and flowers on my face and stuff like that.
Do that all the time.
Yeah, definitely. But now I just keep it more simple. Weird. But I still like doing it. Yeah. And I feel like it's a little bit different. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm getting that like delay. So.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can tell because like I think sometimes I accidentally speak over you because I think you'll stop talking and then it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed about YouNow occasionally, and I feel like we're sort of pushing on the pipes today, is like when we first started today, it was kind of locked in.
Yeah.
And then like occasionally like the delay will change enough that like it throws the two of us off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
So we'll sort of manage it together. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Giles, you liked the hearts that I used to do? You thought they were cute? Appreciate that, man. There's a lot of love in this room today.
I love Giles. He's so funny.
So thanks, dude. Dad joke too. Yeah, like the awkward dad. You never did that. What are you talking about? What's funny? What's up, Kiki?
Hey, Wu-Tang Bunny.
Thanks for bringing your peeps over. Kiki's amazing. Do you know Kiki? I feel like you probably do, but
I don't think I do. I'll fan them though.
Oh, that's like when you have a song that someone hasn't heard before and you love it and you know they're going to like it and you're like, oh, I can't wait for you to get to know Kiki. What's up, Kiki?
Oh, hi, Kiki. That's a cute name. I like that. It's nice.
Oh, no, you're so awesome. Why is everyone so positive today?
Aw. I'm positive today, but I'm just a bit tired. I don't know why. I just am. I need waking up a bit and I need some food.
Are you pushing on that cold a little bit still? It seemed like yesterday you were, I don't know, it seemed coldish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Thing.
It's just like I have problems with my left ear sometimes, and I've got it checked out like twice, but it's still really annoying. But it's okay. I'll try and sort it out somehow. I'll make do, I guess.
Ear infection kind of thing?
No, like I've always had it like since for quite a while. Yeah, and it's mainly when I've just like recovered from a cold or I have a cold, and it sounds like I'm underwater like in one ear, and it just distracts me when I sing and stuff. It's a bit annoying, but it's all right. It's doable, I guess. Yeah. I
used to have when I was a kid, I used to get fluid in my ears, which is possibly what you're getting, and I used to get allergies a lot, a ton. I used to get fucking fluid in my ears, and I would have to have things put in my ear, like surgically, like something. I don't know what it was. It was called tubes, and it would like remove the fluid. And then after a while, it sort of was not an issue anymore. But you just reminded me of something from my childhood that I kind of forgot, which was like for 3, 4, 5 years, it was like I couldn't fucking hear people, and they'd be like, this one ear sounds great, but then when we test the other ear, it's like you're sort of half deaf.
Yeah, that's literally me. I think they said that it was like fluid or something, but they couldn't know anything about it. They just told me to use nasal spray, and it just didn't work. It doesn't work ever.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll grow out of it like I did.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I can get it sorted. I'll probably go back to the doctors. Giles was suggesting me to do that, so yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, I see. So it connects. Right. I remember that. It was like, you got to go to an ear, nose, and throat specialist. When we do things and we talk serious in English, we move to British accent. That's just something that we do. When it's like really serious, we do a very bad British accent.
That's not that bad at all, though.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
It's not.
It's
Wait,
really bad.
say
now
more.
You do an American accent. What's it? Because I heard you do Frozen, and you nailed it. Like
I'm really bad at it. I sound like a Valley girl, apparently.
That's what makes you nail it. So like say some shit in English.
Oh no,
like American English. I guess you're.
I'm scared now. Okay.
What's up, Freddie?
What do I say?
Like, what's going on like this? Say something that's very American. Be like really stereotype, fucking like this is what Americans do all day long.
I don't know what they do. Hey guys, it's Sophie. I really love hamburgers. They're like my favorite thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure. I'm really bad at it.
Oh my god, that's so blew up everything.
You're so funny. I'm sorry.
Because when you say Valley Girl, 7,000, don't.
Thank you. Stop it.
Stop. When you say Valley Girl, that refers to a place in Greater Los Angeles that's referred to as the Valley.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know what it means, but someone told me.
Check this out. So I'll go back to my childhood again, just one more time. So when I was growing up, and I would visit my cousins in North Carolina, who were a couple of years older than me, and I had 3 female cousins and a male cousin, and they would have posters up when I was growing up of like Valley Girl posters, and it was like that was the cool shit, and it was like what girls from LA do and how they wear their hair and like blah, blah, blah. And it's literally like how people used to live in the valley part of LA, which is a lot of where the media and the film and the music industry sort of lives and works.
Yeah.
So it's this very like ultra American stereotype. It's just great. I love it. I love that you're like going straight for the valley girl.
I mean, it's the way to go. I feel like when anyone says do an American accent, they kind of just do that. You know what I mean? It's the easiest one.
You could do that all day long and I'll watch you for 4 hours straight.
I can't do a southern accent though. I've been trying so hard because my favorite musical is Waitress. And obviously they have like southern accents and I just can't do it.
The only thing I know about Waitress is you did a stream yesterday or sometime that had the lyrics to it. And I'm like, what's Waitress? Like me and musicals, we're sort of like, we're like me and that person in your family that you're like, I know them, they're cool, but I don't really understand them entirely. So like, right?
I was like that like a year ago. I was like, I wasn't too keen on them as much as I am now. I'm not like a fanatic. I just like a few of them. Like my favorite is Waitress and like a few others, but you know, I'm just obsessed with Waitress. I don't know what it is about it. I just am. But yeah.
Well, so tell us about what you like about Waitress. Is it the lyrics? Is it the music? Is it the sort of like the vibe? Les Mis, I love the music, 100%.
Yeah, I like Les Mis too. I lived in a host house. I went to this like performing arts school near London for 2 years, and I lived in this host house. And the man who owned it, he was the original Jean Valjean in Les Mis in the West End, and he was in the film as well. And he'd done loads of crazy stuff like to do with all that like acting as well, like in.
Okay, wait. We're gonna go down that wormhole now. So first off, your whole first sort of thing that you were getting into when you were younger was theater and acting, right?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not too good at acting. The first thing I started off doing when I was younger was dancing. I started dancing when I was
dancing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then from there, I
don't trust you. I feel like if you say you're not good at something, it means you're fucking fire at it, but you're just like, you're waiting for people to go, Jesus, like, have you ever seen her act? And you're like, I don't.
No,
I forget my lines. I don't. Right? That's just like your secret weapon. You're like, I don't really know how to. And you just lay everybody out.
Yeah, I mean, when I was at.
Freddie, am I right?
When I was at my musical theatre school thing, we used to like have to do like monologues in front of the class, and every time I got away with it. Like I never did one for the whole 2 years in front of anyone. I don't know how I did it, but yeah, acting, I'm a bit scared of it, you know, I'm scared to like just go full out, you know what I mean? And yeah, I feel like my safe space is definitely singing and dancing, but
cool.
Yeah.
What kind of dance? Ballet, modern, interpretive? Those are the three that I know, and that's all I got.
I used to, I still do, it's just I had a knee injury, so I haven't been doing that recently, but I do ballet, tap, jazz, street and contemporary dance, which is kind of like interpretive. Yeah, kind of, but my favorites was definitely tap and street dance, cool. Like, yeah, they're my favorites.
Street dancing is like, explain that to someone who's an alien, like, what does that mean exactly?
It's more like upbeat dance to like probably pop music.
Like the stuff you see when you go to a like concert.
Like like backing dancers like in shows and things. Okay. And yeah, now mainly I do TikTok dancing because
of course.
Because of my knee, it's easy. It's more like upper body stuff, and because I can't really jump and run properly yet, but hopefully soon it will fix itself.
I hope you heal up. Are you still doing rehab and all that kind of good stuff?
I haven't gotten any physio because of Corona and stuff, but yeah, it's been like nearly a year since my operation. Yeah, it was like a year ago. I had an operation because I hurt it, and I'm going to uni now to do dance and drama, but I'm hoping my knee will be okay. But we'll see.
Give it time. Give it time.
But yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be 100%. I twisted my ankle years ago, and I'm still on the rebuild for it. But the point of why I'm mentioning that is two things. One, be patient with it. because if you push on it at all, it actually sends you backwards.
Yeah.
But two, whatever kind of rehab you need to do to strengthen the muscles around it and sort of get it working the way it wants to again, like do that. Don't get lazy about like, oh, I should do this exercise or I should stretch this every day. Like if you just do the right things and don't push on it, you'll be 100% super soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, and yeah, I think it's best to take it slow. I mean, I've been doing that a lot, but recently I've been trying to push myself more when I probably shouldn't be, but it's all right. Sometimes you just gotta do it anyway. YOLO.
So at dance, and you were doing acting, and then you're like, I kind of like dance, and then you're like, my knee needs a break for a second. When did music come in? Was music always there, or was there a point where you're like, no, I'm bringing music up a little more than these others?
Yeah. So I started, so as I said, like, I used to just do dance. And then when I turned about 11, my mum was like, my self-confidence was really bad. And she was like, I'm going to get you to do this stage school on a Saturday, which included all 3. And I had never had like one-on-one lessons, but we just had like singing lessons like as a group, and it just really boosted my confidence. And yeah, and now I've just sang since then, I guess, and now I've been taking more seriously. And since I went to that musical theatre school, obviously I was singing more musical theatre stuff literally all the time, and now I'm focusing more on like pop music and things like that, and just streaming and singing is just like my thing now. I really like doing it. So yeah.
I love it. I love that last comment. What's up, Complicated? Good to see you, man. About what you just said. One is you lit up when you talked about music and streaming in a way that you didn't when you're talking about acting and dancing. So it's like, you can tell when someone creative is talking about shit they really love doing. So when did you start?
Oh, it froze for me. I don't know why it froze. I didn't hear anything you said then.
Is that just on my end? Can you see? Okay, cool. When did you start? Okay.
I didn't hear any of that, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I started streaming.
So if you look at go ahead. Okay. Now we have like a 9-hour delay. So.
Yeah, we do. I know. You have to wait like 10 minutes for me to speak. Okay, so I started streaming in the end of January, I think. It must have been Giles. And I'd been on YouNow for like 4 years, but I'd never actually come to streaming. And I thought that might as well give it a try. You know, I used to do the odd stream where I just like do it for fun, and now I stream all the time, I guess, like mostly every day. But yeah.
That's amazing. So let me make sure I heard that right, and that we all heard that right, because that's super fascinating to me. You were on YouNow for 4 years, and you were mostly just like the people in the room right now. You're just chilling and watching people, right? And then in January, which is like yesterday, you were like, okay, maybe I'll just start streaming myself, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that lag is like 4 fucking seconds. So like, we'll see if we can get through this.
I know, it's so annoying.
Now, and what's funny is it moves around. It's like, sometimes it's a few seconds, sometimes
it does.
Like back together. So, okay, so what happened in January? There might not be a thing that happened in January, but I'm super curious, like, was it a couple of conversations where you just like, fuck it, I'm going to just try it and see if I hate it? What was it that moved you from, I like streaming, I watch streamers, I'm going to do it? What was there something or a series of things or a conversation or something or someone you saw?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I felt really demotivated since I had to just like drop out of this course I was doing. I was meant to be doing a 1-year course, and on my second day is when I hurt my knee, and I came back in December just to do the singing and acting part of it. But then I had to drop out because I don't know, like I didn't know everyone, like everyone knew each other and they'd got to know each other, and that was part of it. Like I didn't know anyone and I felt like so lonely in a way, and it was just horrible. So I dropped out of that, and then I kind of felt so demotivated, and I thought, actually no, I used to come on here all the time. I might as well just like give it a try again. And do something that makes me feel better about myself, and yeah, it's worked out for the best, I think. So that's good.
So you like being on YouNow as a, I don't know what the word is, a viewer, and that you enjoyed that part. Yeah. So you've moved, but why didn't you just keep going back as a viewer, since that's what you enjoyed? What made you think, I'm going to try streaming when I haven't before? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I used to, so I'll tell something really cute now. So when I used to stream, I was about 15, and I used to stream like once a week, like literally not regularly, just for fun on my phone. Okay. And I thought I'd take it more seriously, and I did a few streams, and I guested with someone called Beer the Shrimp, and Giles, who's in the chat now, he came in, and he was like, I want to help you, and he was just telling me how to be more serious about it, and he's what made me kind of start off this journey, Giles? I guess. So yeah, that's
wow, much love. Everybody Giles. Hashtag Giles. That's huge. So you guys have been buds for a while. I mean, it sounds like it's been years. Or do you know each other? Do you know each other personally? Was that, or how did you connect here?
No. Okay. Yeah, so we literally just met in a stream, and he reached out to me, I think, on Instagram.
Amazing.
And he was like, you should definitely think about it because your voice is amazing and all this. And I think it was something like that, Giles. I don't really remember because it was a while ago. But yeah, it's just he just made me feel like I had something special, and I just thought I'd run with it and do it, you know?
Thank God. Thank you.
So yeah.
Thank you, dude. That was that's amazing. Yeah, that's super amazing. That's one of the best stories I've heard so far, of like people connecting over a stream and then that sort of happening. So you did a couple of streams 6 years ago. You did them on YouNow, then you stopped, and then moved into some other stuff, theater and dance. And then maybe it sounds like you sort of remembered in that January moment, you're like, I kind of liked that. That was fun.
Yeah.
People enjoy it. Try it again.
Yeah, right. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I just kind of progressed. I got more serious about it, and I began like making a little setup for myself and just making it feel more professional as a whole. And just, I don't know, it's just enjoyable. Like, and it's really good having all this here as well now. Like, I've got a microphone. I know it's not like amazing, but it's much better than what it was. And it's just, yeah, I love it now. I mean, I loved it before, but I love it more now.
And we're freezing just half a second. Freddie, I agree with you entirely. I would have been really cool to see and hear you back then. But also, it's hard for me to get my head around like how much you've probably progressed, even though I didn't even see you in January. You do some cool things with your stream. Like you got the lights. You've got some cool things where you'll type in, you know, top supporters and stuff. What are some things that you've added over the last 4, 5, 6 months?
Okay, so I think first I used to stream in another room. So at the start I streamed at my mum's and dad's house, like on my phone, just literally with my phone. And I've been spending more time at my mum's house, and even then I would drive to my mum's to stream and then drive back to my dad's if it's like the day that I stay at his house. And so now I started off, I got a new microphone, and
what's your microphone?
You know, oh Lord, I'm really not good with this stuff.
Just like anything about it. I think
it's a blue microphone.
I think I remember what it looks like. It's a blue. Okay, it's a.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll try to show you.
I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could just like snoop around online. Now, question: the sort of mesh that you have on there, the gold, looks kind of gold colored. Is that the original, or did you switch that out or change that at all? Is that what it looks like in the original form when you buy it?
Yeah, it's the original one.
Blue Spark. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, and I also got a Focusrite Scarlett. What's it called?
Interface.
Interface. Yeah, sorry, yes. I can't think right now.
No,
but yeah, I've got one of those that goes through and then into my laptop, and I'm connected to my Ethernet as well, so I have good internet, hopefully. But
what's your internet? I'm curious. Like, do you know what your?
I think because this is my mum lives in a new estate, like a new housing estate. They've got fiber, so it's BT fiber, I think.
Nice.
It's called BT, yeah.
Yeah, I want it. So what's weird is, I think honestly, if we had done this with the old setup, it would be completely fine, because our upload speed here is like 20, which is not like blazing fast, but it's way more than it needs to be.
Yeah.
It's at least 100 where she is. Nice. That's great.
Yeah, but soon I'll be going to uni, and I'm going to be trying to stream with the Wi-Fi in the dorms. But I'm going to do everything I can to do that. And even then, if it's that much of a problem, I'm sure I can figure something out. I could live from home after all, because it's only 45 minutes away, but I just thought it would be nice to,
dorm Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, I live walking distance from UCLA, which is a university here in Los Angeles. And, they have Wi-Fi all throughout the campus, technically. But it's pretty shoddy. It's hard when a university is trying to cover a very broad range, and you have a lot of people pulling on it. And they don't necessarily have a huge incentive to get like the fastest. And everyone's on it. Exactly. Totally. Fiber, man, I tried to get that, and there's certain places that offer it, but depending on your address, you can't get it. Anyway, so you've got the blue microphone, you've got your Focusrite, you've got your lights, which I think you drive with Alexa or something, or somehow.
So yeah, my lights, it's connected to my Google Home. It's like an Alexa.
Gotcha.
And I just say, and then it changes, because they're
you want to show it off? Can you show it off right now for people?
Okay.
So they can know, like...
Hey Google, change the lights to pink. Yeah.
I like
cool. But then it doesn't really look pink, because if I say this, wait, hey Google, change the lights to tomato.
Oh, say tomato again.
Tomato.
I want to learn how to say it like that.
Tomato. Tomato.
Oh, God, you sound like
sounds so posh.
Too. What was the movie? You must have watched a movie and went, oh, that's how they do it. What was the movie that you saw where you went, that's how you do it? Because why are you so good at that?
I don't know. I just grew up literally watching like Disney Channel and all those shows like Hannah Montana and stuff. And then I'd been to America.
Hannah Montana was probably it.
Yeah, I love Florida. I used to go like every year. And what else? Okay. Oh yeah, and I did
you used to come out to Disneyland or Disney World?
Yeah, I used to go to Disney World, and actually I went to Paris and I performed in the parade. I was dancing in the parade when I was like 13. It was really fun. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't like that big. It isn't as big as it seems. It's just like we literally just did this like little parade dance with all the like characters and stuff, and it was really fun. Yeah.
It's not as big as it sounds. We just did a parade in Paris at 13, but like I can't do it as well as you can. You can make something where you just completely crush it, and you're like, oh, it's no big deal, really. It's not as big as it sounds. Like literally, people right now, like their jaws, like it dropped so hard that people are gonna have to go to the doctor. Like what happened? I was watching this change, and like it snapped. It literally snapped off. So you're awesome. I mean, you really are. I think it's super fascinating too that you have found this space that you seem to like, and you are a natural. I mean, that's something that's easy to say or call people, but I feel like you have a naturalness to this. So what would you like to do with your streams? Do you have anything? You're obviously, university starts, thank you, T. University starts what, next week? Comes very soon.
Yeah, in like 10 days. But if the Wi-Fi is that bad, and if I can't use my 4G or anything, streaming means that much to me. I will pay money to like get good Wi-Fi or something like that. Or I don't know. I just want to, I can't not stream, you know?
Why is streaming that important to you now?
I don't know. I love it. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's part of my life now, and I can't just like let it go like that. I feel like it's like when you are trying to stop drinking or something, like you've got to let go of it like slowly. Like you can't just like stop streaming, you know what I mean? So that sounds really weird, but even then I would literally move back home and drive every day to uni to get good Wi-Fi and actually still be able to stream. So yeah, I would do that, to be fair.
It's not weird at all. I think it makes a lot of sense, and it sort of feels good that you like it and you identify with it and you're sort of like, you vibe with it that much that it's a part of who you are. It's not like, I feel like, so what we've been doing the last 5-6 months with this stream is just talking to people about like, how does this work? How do you stream? What do you think? And just learning about it, right? And a lot of people basically say the same thing in different words, which is like, don't do it because you're trying to blah, 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 blah. Do it and find something you like to where, and they haven't said this yet, but it's almost like do it to where you'd miss not doing it. And then you're sort of found your little pocket, and then just keep doing that until whatever.
Yeah, even when I'm like, I used to live at my dad's full time and come to my mum's house like twice a week, but now just for streaming, like I come like almost every day, except for weekends. I try to spend some time with my family, my dad's side of the family as well. It's just difficult, like balancing family and streaming. And then like when I go to uni, it'll be uni as well. But I'm always going to be streaming, no matter what. I don't care what anyone says or whatever the Wi-Fi says. You know, I'm still going to stream, so it's fine.
Sorry guys, I've been sort of vibing the last couple minutes, but let me catch up on some of the. If you guys have questions, obviously like. You know, the format for this is really free form. I noticed that you said you prepare as well. So I try not to like, okay, we're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. I try and gather as much. So if you guys have questions that you'd like to ask, you think Soph could be a Disney Channel presenter or something?
That would be awesome though. I was going to apply for last year. I was going to apply for Legoland and like I don't know where, somewhere, and just be like one of the like entertainers because my friend does it and it looks so fun. But yeah.
At the theme park, like ta-da.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my friend works there, and she said she could help me get a job, but it's just because I don't know why I didn't actually. I think it was because I wanted to do something else instead. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a year course at this other stage school, and then that's where I hurt my knee. So obviously it went downhill from there, but that's okay.
Freddie, hook that shit up, man. Legoland, we got a lot of votes for Legoland, so I think it would be, UK Legoland.
Yeah,
might work.
In Windsor. Yeah, that's the one she works at. Yeah, it's kind of near like London, not really, or Windsor. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very geographical at all, but that's okay.
Do you feel like you like doing the streaming thing more than being live and on stage and ta-da?
I don't know. See, I love being on stage. It's like I get so anxious, like before everything in general. Like even just going to work at McDonald's on the weekends like that just is so scary to me. But then when I get there, or like when I get onto stage, it's just like a sigh of relief, and I'm like, all the adrenaline just builds up, and I just, go for it. I just change instantly. You know what I mean? I feel like that's similar with everyone. Everyone's always nervous, but sometimes I try to change my nervousness into excitement. And
totally.
Yeah, I feel like it's quite a similar feeling, like being nervous and excited.
I agree. In a way. I think creative people that are doing the right thing, it's sort of this blend of like, oh fuck, I can't believe I'm doing this, and like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's sort of like, if you're at the top of a really steep mountain and you love to go skiing, you're like, this might kill me, let's do it. And you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. But you miss it when you're not on top of the mountain.
I am such a daredevil though. Like if someone dares me to do something, I'll do it. Like didn't someone, Giles, back like when I used to stream at my dad's house, someone was like lick the candle, like eat the candle wax, and I did, and I just did it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just weird like that.
Nice.
I'm just.
I like how Sunray comes in at that moment where he's like, oh, the eat the candle story. Okay, I'm coming in. What's up, Ray?
Hey, Sunray. But
that is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
I used to do the same thing. Like. We used to have a game that we'd play in my neighborhood. I think it was some equivalent to like Truth or Dare. And like I would always win, honestly, because whatever people asked me to do, it's like, I want you to, go up to so-and-so's house and knock on the door and say da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, there's no way he's doing that. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys.
And
I would go do it. And I just, I don't give, you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's like, this is going to be fascinating. to do this and to watch the reaction and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my friend would dare me to go into a shop and shout something, and I would do it. Like, and oh my gosh, many embarrassing stories of things like that, of me just doing dares. It's not good, but it's okay. It kind of teaches me to just say, F it. I don't really like swearing much, but
okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll do all of it for you then.
Okay.
T had a really good question that I love. Who inspired you growing up? In other words, when you were younger, artists or different people, who inspired you?
I'm just replying to Giles. I don't know why I'm typing it, but this depends in what context, Giles. Who inspired me? I'd say quite a few people. One of them being my my second cousin, so it's my mum's cousin. This is what inspired me to like sing, I guess. Focus more on singing as well. She went on X Factor and The Voice with her boyfriend as well. And yeah, she doesn't sing anymore, but I feel like when I was like 10 or whatever, I went to like the backstage part of like the X Factor, like, you know, when they record people in like the room while they're waiting and stuff. Yeah. And I was like 10 and I was like, wow, I want to do that one day. Like I say I wanted to do that. I don't have the confidence to like go on X Factor or anything like that, but you know, just to pursue singing more is what I wanted to do, and I feel like that's what I've achieved. And I just, yeah, she's definitely a big influence for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So music is sort of the head sort of the horse in the race right now. It's your favorite of all these different areas at the moment.
Yeah, and cool. I also like art at the minute, like TikTok dancing, singing, and art. Yeah, and like makeup and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
They're my favorites.
Well, I think we're in a yeah, I agree. Kiki's got a good point. Confidence is a muscle, and also I think I guess what my brain's sort of responding to, I agree with that, and I also think that fear, if that's the right word, is something that you can learn, like you said a second ago, to sort of harness instead of like you can burn yourself on it if you go too hard into it. But it can also sort of like warm up food for you and feed you. It's like a matter of like, okay, this is really fucking scary. I can handle X amount of it. And you get used to that. And I don't know whether that's confidence or that's just stomach or whatever you call that you're like, yep, this is petrifying. And I can do it again today and I can do it. Do you feel like streaming's felt like that ever, where you're just that daily thing where you keep going into it, and after a while it sort of desensitizes you to it?
Well, like some days I have days where I'm like, I want to stream, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm scared. I'm not scared. It's just like the thought of like maybe not getting as many viewers, but I just try to tell myself that it's not about viewers, it's just about entertaining people and just doing what I love. And you know, I feel like a lot of people have told me that, and I just got to stop worrying in general. Like I'm a warrior. I'm definitely a warrior.
What's a good stream to you? If you're thinking ahead of time and you're like, okay, the stream's about to happen, or you're thinking back and you're like, that just happened. What's a good stream for you?
For me, I don't know. I just like being myself, like being weird. Yeah. Like that's me. That's my favorite thing.
Dude.
Yeah, and just
I think that's our favorite thing too.
Either talking to like the audience and just singing to them, or like, you know, like when the audience is quite present as well, it's nice like to know that they're there. You know what I mean? I don't really care about like likes and things. It's more so people like just interacting with me and like me interacting with them. I feel like that's just a really big part of streaming in general. So
completely. Yeah. And I love that, you know, like between Giles and Freddie and some other folks that like you have some like massive supporters that are just very they believe very much in what you're doing, and it's very transparent, and it's very it's cool to have people in your circle that you know they're going to tend to show up and just give you props all the time, be there and hang out with you. Yeah.
And people like Freddie and Giles, and even I see that Shay's in here, my friend Shay. And my friend Val as well. I think you've met Very Lemony Green Val before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
so
amazing.
we actually connected. I kind of formally so we do a thing that we just started that's almost like it's almost like a mastermind or kind of a goal setting for creative people and musicians. I think it'd be fun for you to come on if you ever want to do it. But we just started last week, and that's where I met Val.
Yeah, that's not, and she's been supporting me recently as well, and even like especially Giles. You know the story about Giles helping me become the streamer I am right now. But just having people there that I can rely on, not necessarily rely on, just have there. Like it just feels good to have people who are there for you, just like you and like Tori, and you know what I mean, just stuff like that. I just think it's nice.
Yeah. It's 100%. It makes all the difference, and I think it's always there was some really good comments here that I just want to sort of like ping a little bit. I love Kiki's comment that it's your ability to connect with your audience that draws the fans, and I think that's really true. I think it speaks to you that you've been able to sort of connect with those people that are appreciative of what you're doing. It's kind of a two-way street, What's up, Shay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell that you guys super believe in Soph. And, I mean, again, like, this is still super new to Tori and I both, really. It's like, it was kind of like visitors in this new country, right? But we've also had a chance to talk with, I don't know, maybe 24 artists now, streamers,
Yeah.
And so we see, like, a lot of the same things, and those uniquely supportive people like that Freddie and that Giles, those are like, there's something very special and awesome about that, having those people that are like really there for you. I think that's almost something that I wonder is, it's weird. It's like there's a lot of things popping in my brain right now, but like you saying, sometimes I get nervous and people aren't going to watch and there's not going to be enough people. And then us talking about like, well, maybe it doesn't really matter how many people are on there. It's about you being weird and it's about you connecting. And I wonder if like having a certain core amount of people that just really are there, matters more than anything. Like I think about it on our stream, Kiki is super here. Kim, she's not here at the moment, I don't think, but she's super here. Yeah. There's like certain people, 7,000 is just super here. And like, I don't know why, it just evolves, right? There's certain people that pop in and go, yo, this is fucking cool. I'm going to hang here for a minute. And that, I don't know what that is, but I don't necessarily, in all the reading and all the writing and all the interviews I've done the last 6 months on this, I don't hear people say, you better have your core dozen people or X amount of people that like are your fucking ride or die people, and they're not going anywhere. Or that's kind of the heart of it. And I'm just realizing as we're sort of working through this conversation, I think that seems like the LiveonLive game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And to speak on something you were talking about, like I think that's what makes it fun and worthwhile for us is that sort of core group, and then it's always nice to expand that group one at a time, different people sort of make their way in.
Yeah, and a lot of people's like sorry, there's a delay again, I think, but oh no, I think you're frozen. Oh no, again.
Are you back? I can see you.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh, Wi-Fi.
Oh no.
I can hear you, but it's like.
Oh, I can see you now. I can see you now. I think it'll be okay.
Broke. So now I like totally lost my train of thought.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I agree, Giles. I like I like the idea, and that's probably just my personality, but I like sort of going into certain streams and getting to know them rather than doing like. Do you do that a lot? Do you hop into a lot of new streams, or do you just kind of like have your circle of streams that you hang with?
Like most of the time I try to like say hi to all my friends and things, and like if I have if someone that I really like who's like live, like I always watch Brent, even if he's like playing a game. Like I actually do like watching gaming sometimes, but mainly when he's got his singing streams like Brent, I always stay in his streams. And I'm trying to think of other people that I really like. I really like Sam Elliott's streams. His vibe, he's just always so positive, and I think he inspires me a lot. He's just so confident, and just his streams are always so positive. You come in there and then there's like a upbeat song playing and you just feel welcome straight away. And I just think, yeah, and even Dash as well, like his streams are awesome too. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with we had Sam on a couple of weeks ago, and
yeah,
I agree. And like he's I don't know, he's like a quintuple threat. Like he can just kind of do everything. He's probably a very good actor. He's a great singer. He's a musician. He can just chill and say stupid shit, and it's entertaining. Like he's, you know what I mean? He's really good.
Sunray, I forgot to mention, whenever he's live, he's so kind and such an amazing singer. Like he is so talented and so kind. I don't know if he's still in here. Is he? Yeah, he is. But
he was in for a second. Yeah. Yeah.
Sunray.
100%. So what do you, I'm here. Yeah, dude. So if music is your thing and streaming is your thing, then like, and you're going to be at university, so you've got some things that you're going to be doing alongside, but do you have a sense of, you know, with the music / streaming thing, like I'd like to see X happen or Y happen, or I'd like to just kind of do blah, 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 blah. Do you have a sense of where you'd like to go with it, or some things do on your stream or with your music?
Yeah, I mean, something that's separate to streaming, I'd like to try and make my own music, even though I'm awful at it. Like I've tried once or like twice, and I'm just not good at it. But I feel like practice makes perfect, and if you don't try, then obviously it's not going to happen. So I think will try and work on that, but as well as streaming.
Do you mean making your own original music? Is that what you mean?
Yes, yeah, that's what I meant. Cool. Yeah,
writing your own songs.
Yeah, I'm okay at like. I don't really know. Actually, no, I'm not good at the lyrics either. I don't know. I'm not very good at it, but I can try and improve. I don't know how, but I'll get there, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, so you'd like to write some songs, some songs of your own, and be able to start streaming those and weaving them in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And also with my streaming, I just like to continue what I'm doing and just build up, not a fan base. I hate it when people say build up a fan base, because I feel like we're all like it's just like a tight knit community. A lot of people say this, but it is. Everyone knows everyone almost, and I feel like just getting more people into my stream to share my interests with and just like interact with them and just have fun. I think that would be my goal.
Yeah, totally. It's a great answer, and I agree 100% with Freddie, man. When you were saying, I don't know how to write songs and I can't do lyrics, I'm like, I can't wait to hear this shit now. Because when you say you're not very good at something, it probably means that at least you can be if you're not actually already. So I think everybody on this stream certainly like believes that whatever songs you're coming up with that are your own are going to be amazing, and we can't wait to hear them.
Yeah, why? I don't know. Maybe, but yeah.
You have a ukulele, right?
Yes, I do. Right here. Hello.
Well, right there. See, you can do a little Southern accent. If you pick up the ukulele, you can do it. You kind of have this like right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Is my ukulele.
Dude, I can't do a Southern accent, and then you're like. So would you like writing it on I think you also have a piano. I feel like on one stream you had a little keyboard in front of you, right?
Gosh, I don't know if you'll be able to. Oh yeah, there we go. There.
Can you hear it?
Oh, I can. Yeah.
Can you do a chord?
Okay. Yeah. I'll turn it on.
There it is. All right, cool.
Here it is. It's turning on. A chord.
It's warming up. Ooh, it's a Korg.
Nice. Yeah, not very.
Cool. So it's weighted action. Is it like a keyboard? Or is it like a piano? Does it feel like a piano, kind of heavy, and it has different levels of volume depending on how hard you push on it? Or is it just kind of like always one volume? And
I think I've never actually tried that. Wait a minute. Yeah.
It's weighted action. I can already tell. You can play soft, you can play loud. It's weighted action. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, dude, I mean, already. So you obviously have studied music. You know chords. You know some theory.
I did music as my GCSE, which is like in like high school.
Right.
But no, the theory side, I did awful, absolutely awful. But it's I do know a few things, just not lots.
Cool.
Not.
So, if you're writing music, who are some people that you love their music? That you go, I love.
I mean, I think I love obviously Billie Eilish. She's my number one. I love her. She's just awesome. And
what do you love about her? What do you love about both of them? What do you love about their music?
So Billie Eilish in general, she's obviously very young, similar age to me, and I feel like if she can do that, then I can try. And obviously she's much of a higher standard, but you know, I feel like her music in general is so chill, and she has such a lovely voice.
Yeah.
And just her songs, people say that a lot of them are like quite sad and just like, I don't know what the word is, but just like calming, I guess. And I just think that I really enjoy her music. But then some songs she has like that are really upbeat, and you know, just her range of like music. People say that her songs are quite similar, but I feel like that if you actually know a bit about music, then I'm not saying that I know a lot about music, but I'm just saying like they are actually quite different, and I just enjoy her music in general. Yeah. That was an awful explanation, by the way.
No, it was actually a great explanation, and I agree. I think her music is also very real. There's something very sort of like, this is actually how like real people feel when they're going through X, Y, Z. And,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. Like you have some people in your crew that are trying to support you and help you, and maybe kind of like gently sort of nudge you maybe into like, hey, maybe you could do some co-writes, or maybe you could try doing things like that. So have you thought about doing any, or are you already doing like, or anybody outside with just people you know and hang out with?
No, not really. That's the reason why I said earlier that I want to.
You should not do any.
I'm just not.
You should avoid the whole thing.
I need to cough really quickly. It's just a tick. My throat is really tickly.
Go for it.
I muted myself though, so it's okay.
I've had. Okay, for those of you that have been watching since whenever we started about an hour ago, I probably had 20 sips of water, and I don't think you've had one. You have any water around? You want to get some water?
I never. Okay, I always forget it.
Seriously, if you're a professional singer, I don't mean to sound like a douche right now. Like if you're a professional singer, you know, like you want to take care of your body, and this is like super, 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 super important. We all love your voice, and we all want you to do well. So.
Yeah, I did used to a lot more, but I had water with my dinner, with my burnt turkey dinosaurs a minute ago, but I haven't got any now. Oopsies.
Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. But like seriously, a little bit of loving sort of pressure on, you know, making sure you're drinking a lot. Like seriously, there's hardly anything that's an easier way to put like bad pressure on your voice than not having enough water.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've heard of singers that get nodes, or they have to not sing for a while, or that are on the road for too long and they sing too much and they don't let their vocal cords recover, and they don't let them hydrate, you know?
I think I need to drink more water then. That's actually kind of scared me. So
good.
Thank you for that.
I remember, so here's a funny story. I remember I spent probably about 10 years as a professional drummer, like a for-hire drummer. So I played in a lot of like random, like playing for different places. Just, okay, you're playing on this thing, and I can read music and whatever. And I remember playing for a musical. It was like at Brentwood High School, which is like a very, very high-end high school here in Los Angeles, and a lot of the people that were in that high school were sons and daughters of like super famous actors and singers and all sorts of. So they were coming from a lot of talent, and the music was amazing. And I was playing there, and a local coach said at one point, "Okay, you know, how do you guys know when you're drinking enough water?" And they all said, "When you have to go pee."
Yeah.
Right. So in other words, if you're drinking enough water, you're constantly going pee. Otherwise, you're not drinking enough water. That's kind of my rule. That's why I just do it all the time. Anyway, yeah. I'll get off my high horse now. But like, it's I love your voice, and I think you're blessed with a tremendous amount of talent, and what's the right word? Just grace. You have a lot of just natural, people appreciate where you're coming from because of the person you are. So you've got all this musical stuff, and you've got this really great sort of energy to you. You could do a lot of cool things with live streaming or live performances or whatever you want. So I think what you're getting from a lot of the people that are kind of loving on your music and your streaming and stuff is just, we all see it and we're like, fuck, like you could be this or you could do that, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I'm sure you get that a lot. How does that make you feel when you have people around you that are like, oh my God, you could be the next Hannah Montana? Like Tori said, dude, you could totally be the, like, are you like, yeah, I want to go do that? Or are you like,
I'm like, yeah, I would love to do that. That would be like the best thing ever. But I just don't see, like, I know that I'm like all right at singing and stuff. Obviously, like I know that I'm not awful, but I just know that, I just think that my voice isn't as special as some people make out. But that's just me, and then people have a go at me for it. But I'm not gonna lie, that is how I feel. But yeah, I just feel like I've been around, obviously I've went to this school and everyone was so talented. Like there was like this 12-year-old who could sing like way better than me, and like I'm just used to being around people who are so talented, and I just never thought that my voice was as special as people say. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. I think being surrounded by people who are ultra talented actually makes you better.
Yeah.
And I also think having a humility about like, you know, well, I'm not as good as so-and-so. That's fine. I mean, that's real, right? But that also matters less than like, you could do certain things. Any vocalist has certain things that they're really bad at. Yeah, or whoever you're thinking about, there's certain things that they're just absolute superheroes at. And then other things that they're like, they're not really, they couldn't do that very well. And that's everybody. So I think you probably have things that you're really super good at. And if you focus and identify on those things, like if it's the Billie Eilish type vibe, or if it's some of the musicals and things, I think I'm some Haley Reinhart. Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of true. What Tori says, like, you know, not comparing yourself to people. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I've been doing that a lot, like at my college, and just in general in life, I compare myself to other people. I feel like, oh wait, should I start doing that? And then I just question myself and question what I do, and I feel like that is just not a good way to like live. And it's just something that I try to get rid of and try to just focus more on what I want to do and just myself, rather than compare myself to others and thinking about 100%. You know, other things I could do to change or whatever. But yeah.
So look, I mean, we started this this sort of new stream on Thursdays. That's like a little goal setting get together, and so currently we're doing one that's going to run through just about the end of the month, and it's literally like we'll just set a little miniature goal for 2 weeks, and everybody that's on there is there to help everybody else's goals. So right now we've got, do you know who Kim Maverick is? Do you know Kim?
Yeah, Kim. Yeah, I love her.
7,000's on there, and then we have Val is on there. Talking more about art than music, but the same conversation. It's like, yo, so all of us, myself included, my sort of goal for the 2-week period was to start that new stream, right? So everybody's sort of in the hot seat in a good way and saying like, yo, I'm going to do this. So 7,000 committed to putting a demo out of a new song. Kim committed to putting a demo out of a new song, and Val committed to doing an art stream on the 25th. And so we all, and there's something, I mean, I wasn't sure if it was going to work really. Sometimes you try things and they don't work. But I feel really good about it, and we have a really cool group, and we have a lot of people that are a part of it that are watching too, that are really good. So if you ever wanted to pop in and say like, yo, I'd like to be a part of this, and the only price of admission is that you're willing to come up with some little doable 2-week thing. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't even, you know, it's just something. So maybe it's just like, look, I'll write a song. I promise to write a song, and then we just break it up and kind of help you do it. I think that would be super fun for everybody, and it might be a fun way for you to like write your first song. I'd also love the idea of you maybe having people like Kim and 7000 and other really talented musicians either in that process or in the room buzzing around and giving you props for those new songs. Yeah,
for sure. I'd love to do that. It sounds like it's such a good stream idea as well. Like just having a feeling of accomplishing something within like it's kind of a short period of time, like 2 weeks. And I just think that's it's good to like help others like motivate themselves. Do you know what I mein?
Yeah, there's that part of it, which I think I also love. The part I love the most is that so I'm not crazy about the title. I'm sort of 50-50 on the title, but currently I'm calling it Fall Forward. Okay, because it's fall, but also because we don't give a shit if your song is the best song ever written, or even if you don't even finish it. The accomplishment part of it matters to me less than like, it's almost like when you go and do a stream every day, you're not obsessed about every stream being better than the last stream. You just stream every day. And then eventually that becomes a non-issue. So I like the idea that it doesn't matter. We set a goal. It's almost like, to use Kiki's analogy of like the basketball, like you play hard because it's fun to play hard. But if you lose, it's like, fuck it. Did we play the best we could? Yes. Then that was super fun. And that team was unbelievable. Let's do that again, and maybe we'll win the next time. The accomplishment part is great. And I think that's part of what motivates people to like, oh, that'd be interesting. I could write a song. But it's also like being willing to do things where it doesn't matter if you do it or fail or whatever. You have a crew of people now that are backing you, that you're building kind of a team of people that can support you.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, my voice keeps going all weird. Like
you need some water. You need some water, my dear. Can you grab some water? And then I gotta wrap at 11:30, so in like 13 minutes. How are you doing on time?
I'm fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I can wait until after. It's fine. It's
Go get some water, please. We'll chill and say nice things about you, and go get some water.
I would put my little be right back thing, but I don't have it because I don't have OBS on right now. But
She's got a really badass I'll be right back thing, and she's got a winking logo. When you come back, we'll talk about the winking logo and how Val put that together for you. Deal?
Okay. Yes. All right. I'll be back in a momento.
Okay. I am so glad that we like totally guilted her into drinking water. That's like my favorite part of the stream so far is like, okay, fine. Like, I can't talk anymore. What kind of questions do you guys have? This is one of those awkward streams where we all love her so much and we're all trying to figure out the right ways to say it. That's the vibe I'm picking up. It's like, fuck, she's so good, you know, but it's like, how can we push on her enough and in the right way, right? That's what I get. And I think it's also cool. No, you did not tell me that you got a guitar. What the hell? What the hell? That's super rad. What kind of guitar? I think you're right. Get her in a room with the others. Totally. I kind of can't wait to, I need my water. I can't wait to get her into the Fall Forward thing, just because she's really talented, and I think having that good sort of flow around will be good. I know. It's a Yamaha F335. So is it an electric acoustic? Right on. Okay. I know, we all miss her right now. Let's take a moment. Okay. You like Fall Forward? You just need good art to depict what you just described. Interesting. Okay, Val, hook us up. It's a basic acoustic. Right on.
Hello.
So the good news is we now have a guitar player for your band, by the way.
Wait, we have a... Oh. So my mum's shouting.
Your mom is shouting?
Yeah, because my mum's boyfriend's children are here and they're like really young and they're twins and they're so naughty. I'd keep telling them not to come in, and he was like, "Can I come in your room with you?" And I was like, "No, you can't." So yeah, if you hear any shouting of my mum, that's probably her just downstairs.
When you're live stream, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Drop with some great people. Right on. 7,000. I started buzzing around, kind of watching and listening and doing stuff, which I.
Oh no, it froze again. It's when I come back, it just froze. Uh-oh. Freestyle. I can't really beatbox. Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, he's coming back. Maybe it's white.
That would be.
Hello.
I'm making it free. So, yeah, why are you making it free, Soph?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
I don't know. It's fine now.
I think it's the neon lights.
Maybe. I'll change them back to green. It's really annoying me.
Yeah, it's if you turn it to green.
Change the lights to green.
I think green is a faster wave.
Yeah.
Length, and that's relevant. Wait. You beatbox? Who beatboxes?
Oh no, I don't. I really don't. I don't.
That probably means you do.
I don't.
Look at that face. I haven't seen that ever. You're like, oh shit. No, I really don't. No, I really don't.
It's okay.
Well, it's got to be a couple things you maybe aren't amazing at, so the rest of us don't feel so bad.
Did you know I can speak with my mouth closed though?
I just did. Did you hear me?
No.
Because you can't hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear you speaking with your mouth closed.
Okay. I can do it in two ways. This one's the coolest one, I think, anyway. Okay, right.
Hey guys, it's Sophie here.
That's not creepy at all.
I love doing that to people, like new people. It's really fun. Oh my gosh.
That's yeah. You just blew some minds, and people already were ready for like, okay, this is gonna be like, she's obviously. Yeah, that's some superhero shit right there.
I don't know how I do it. I just watched do you know who Jessie J? Jessie J? I just watched her do it. And she's like a singer in the UK, yeah.
Sorry. Can you sing too? That's a great question. I would ask you to sing, but I feel like your voice is a little, I don't know. How do you feel about doing a little song to kick us out?
I could sing. It's just a tickly cough right now. And don't worry, I don't have corona. I did get tested. I don't have it. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's a tickly cough, I guess. It comes and goes. But yeah, I can sing with my mouth closed.
Can you sing with your mouth closed?
But for some reason, I sound higher pitched when I close my mouth. I sound like a 2-year-old, like trapped inside a box or a bubble or something. I'll sing Happy Birthday if you want, or Twinkle Twinkle.
Sure. Or you can just sing normally because your voice is amazing, and it would be nice to have one song that we could sort of send you off with. So look, I will check back in with you on the Fall Forward thing. It would be great to have you on. I think that would be awesome. And you got some really good songwriters that we could probably bring in and have you work with them, or have us just kind of help you do whatever it is you're trying to do. And I also want to just say, like, I'm super stoked that you have such a good circle of people around you on the stream. And I'm really happy about that. So look, you guys, you, Soph, as well as your crew, like, thank you, dude. Thank you, Freddie. That's super kind of you. And like, basically get what this is about, what we're about. So like, keep us in mind if there's something that we can do to help. If it's artists, if it's people, I'll have to say this, like, my background and my contacts and my sort of understanding of shit in the music space is mostly non-streaming. That's kind of where I come from, and that's where my strengths are, and that's what attracts me to like, what in the hell is all this? So that said, like, if there's things outside of streaming in particular that I might be able to help with, great. If there's things happening on YouNow or whatever that I can help with, like, as a group, you guys let me know what we can do to help besides, you know, having you come on the stream on Thursdays. Tori, are you in talks with Manifest? I don't know if we know Manifest.
Oh my gosh,
Dan! Dan! What's up, dude?
That's crazy.
Whoa, dude. Damn, Dan.
Damn,
Dan. Dan. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of support and like, you know, people kind of like believing in you, right? Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. But again, just to sort of finish my thought, I love your crew. I love the people that you roll with and what they're trying to do to help you. So like, just, I'm gonna put a sort of help Soph card out there for you guys, and maybe a couple of them. So as we can help you, whatever it is trying to do, let us know. And you can always hang on here again. You can always come in, share new songs you're doing, anything, dude. Like anything we can do to help.
For sure, yeah.
Cool. So
okay,
let's hear a song.
Okay. I was gonna sing like a musical theatre song, but they're a bit crazy for now with my voice. So I'm just gonna do a Billie Eilish one. Yeah. Sorry, just had to cough real quick. I'm preparing myself. Okay. Oh, no.
Everybody prepare. Everybody just kind of like center and breathe.
I'm also using guitar tabs on my phone, so I have to scroll. So if there's any pauses or anything, I'm so sorry. I'm working with a.
It's okay. We'll try and find it in our hearts to forgive you.
Okay. Yeah.
Glad you got.
Should I start?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Oh no. All right. Okay. I'll take my headphones off. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just because it's easier because my ears.
Ooh, you guys are in a treat. In for a treat.
Okay, so this is Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish. Yeah. I've been watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at those ocean rays. Burning cities and napalm skies. 15 flares inside those ocean eyes. Your ocean eyes, no fair. You really know how to make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes. I'm scared. I've never fallen from quite this high, falling into your ocean eyes, those ocean eyes. I've been walking through a world gone blind. Can't stop thinking of your diamond mind. Careful creature made friends with time. He left her lonely with a diamond mind. With those ocean eyes, no fair. You really know how to make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes. I'm scared. I've never fallen from quite this high, falling into your ocean eyes, and those ocean eyes. voice is not good. I'm so sorry, but
no, I can hear it.
Was like
yeah,
really like. There's like a slight little like where I just had to get it out like that whole time, but I tried to roll with it.
Totally, never. Yeah. You don't want to push your voice, but amazing and it even a little bit tired. It sounds fucking gorgeous. It's really like your voice is super awesome. So we can't wait to. Kiki's like, I can kind of hear it, sort of raspy a little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Giles. Yeah. Thank you guys for being a part of this with us.
Oh no, it froze again. It's not the green lights. It didn't work. Robot. Who, he, you, who. It was good to see. Amazing. Well, thank you, Pete. I'll fill in the blanks for him. Thanks, Tori. You're amazing. I'm definitely not. I'm sorry my voice wasn't up to scratch. Yeah. Oh, I can hear you now.
There we are. Okay, so you are amazing. That's the theme of the stream. I'll reach out to you about coming on for the Thursday stream sometime. Do you know what your schedule is going to be like for university yet?
No, I'm not sure yet. Okay. But hopefully I'll find out as soon as possible and I'll let you know. But yeah.
So I'm gonna get some more water, rest the voice up. Thank you so much for everyone that was on this today. Appreciate you guys. Dan, you're amazing. Thank you so much for the love. 7,000, so awesome to have you on here. I'd really love for you guys to get to know each other a little more. 7,000 are incredible songwriters and artists and musicians. And if you haven't worked together or hung out on the musical side together, they are really, 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 I would love to see you guys spend some more time together.
I love that. We did a stream the other day, I think, together. I think we did. Yeah, we did a stream together the other day and it was awesome.
They're crazy good. And they're really great people. Tori, thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody hashtag Tori. Just because
hashtag Tori.
she's the magician behind the curtain on here. Honest Witness, thank you for being here. Giles, you're the fucking man, dude. Appreciate you. T Fresh, thank you for being on. Some nice questions. Complicated, good to see you. Kiki, ditto. You're amazing. I'd love to have you on Fall Forward too. I think you might be kind of a fun person to have on there because I think you have a good vision for the concept and stuff like that. Sunray, we'd love to have you on sometime, dude. And I'd love to kind of get to know your music and stuff a little more. Freddie, thank you also so much for being a part of just the whole story here. And I feel like this is a group of people that have been behind you for a minute. So
yeah,
we're all super, super excited for everything you're going to be doing. You have a lot of fans, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. And rest up, get some water.
I will do, and some tea.
And tell your mom that it was totally our fault. And whatever she's screaming about, she'll be like, yeah, it's this guy Pete's his fault.
It's fine. It's not your fault. It's the children's fault. They're crazy. Crazy kids. But thank you so much for having me, and Tori, obviously, thank you. And it's just been such a good time.
Good.
What you're doing on here, it's awesome. So yeah.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. Because we're doing it to try and sort of, I don't know, kind of keep the good flow of energy and creativity and music happening on here. So
yeah, of course.
It's really fun.
Of, musical talent on here, and I think that you guys bring a lot of, and you just bring like such a welcoming feeling.
Amazing.
Just like you welcome in all musicians and just people in general. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, that's super.
Completely.
Yeah. No. I appreciate that. So we all love you, and we'll see you very soon. And good luck on university.
Thank you.
Peace out, everybody.
Yes. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
I'll drop myself. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern is Fall Forward, 7,000 Apart, Kim Maverick, and Val. And Friday, if you guys want any feedback on your logos or branding. Wow, my hair is wacky. That's crazy. I didn't even realize it. Nice. Oh, I will be getting a haircut on Saturday. I know you guys are probably going to be very disappointed by that. Finally, the salon opened back up. So Friday, if you're interested in sort of design and logo and branding and stuff like that, we've got an amazing design specialist. Her name is Leslie Morgan. She's going to be on Friday, 10 a.m. as well. We might be doing some changing up of the hour of the stream for this back half of this month. I've got some other stuff that is going to probably take the majority of my daytime hours. I'm launching some new publications and new versions of publications, so I'm going to be kind of tied up a little more than normal. But we'll still be on here on Wednesdays and Fridays and Thursdays through the end of the month. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being on here, and we'll see you tomorrow and Friday.